It really is a celebration, the celebration of an end of an era, the celebration of a start of an era. Peter Magyar's celebration party is a riot. We were just in amongst the thousands of people who roared with jubilation when it was announced that he would be the next Prime Minister. It ended 16 years of Viktor Orban rule, a man who's been accused of degrading the country's democracy, limiting the power of the judiciary as well as restricting LGBTQ rights. People here, you could sense there was an overwhelming feeling that change was in the air. We were out on the polling stations earlier. It was pretty hard to find a Viktor Orban supporter, and certainly the polls were reflecting that he would lose badly. And when the results started to come in, it was very clear very early on that he would lose in a landslide. And then he came out on stage to concede the election. That's when this place absolutely erupted. You can see the parliament behind me. That's where Peter Magyar will be sworn in about 4 weeks' time. In terms of the consequences of this election, well, they're enormous. The backers that Viktor Orban had across the world, well, Donald Trump, the US President, Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, Vladimir Putin, the Russian President. And certainly his support within the EU had all but dwindled to nothing because he was seen as someone who was perhaps pushing Russia's strategic agenda as well as hindering Ukraine's war effort. And as a result of the way he'd run the country here in Hungary, the EU had withheld billions of dollars, which had certainly had a significant adverse effect on Hungary's economy. In his speech to the thousands of adoring voters just earlier, Peter Magyar said that he would bring Hungary back into the European fold as well as establish a more transparent government. But interesting to note, he's a former Orban ally. He is treated with some suspicion. So, as you can see, a lot of excitement. There we are. But will it be more of the same? Or will he be able to deliver on the promise of change?